You're listening to Unhooked, the Breaking Porn Addiction podcast. On today's episode, 5 arguments for quitting your porn habit now. Not tomorrow, not January 1st, not when it's your birthday. 5 reasons to quit your porn habit today. So, stay tuned.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Lipkowitz, and with over 12 years of meditation experience as a mindfulness trainer and coach for high performers, I've become obsessed with helping people break free from compulsive, unhealthy behaviors and addictions and step into a life of true freedom so that they can finally become their best selves and cultivate deeper and lasting fulfillment. I've created Unhooked, the Breaking Porn Addiction podcast, to give you simple, actionable, step-by-step strategies to master your mind and optimize your life. This is Unhooked. So hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the show. My name is Jeremy Lipkowitz. I'm your host, back in Bangkok for another episode. Today's episode is for all of you out there who are on the fence. Maybe those of you who are curious about quitting porn, but maybe not quite ready to take the leap. You're curious about whether or not this is the right move for you. Do you have to quit? Is it really that much of a problem? Or maybe you're wondering when you should quit. What's the right time? Are you ready? Do you need to wait for certain things to line up? This is that episode for you. This can also be for those of you who have been starting and stopping in your journey of recovery, and you're looking for that extra bit of motivation to really lock it in and to cement your recovery. So this is the episode for you, because today I'll be laying out 5 powerful reasons why you should quit your porn habit right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not on January 1st for your New Year's resolutions. I'm talking about today. Let's dive in. Reason number 1, the longer you wait, the deeper the roots grow. You see, the longer you wait to quit this habit, the more deeply ingrained the habit becomes. And this is even on a neurological level, on a physiological level. The longer you engage in a particular type of habit or behavior, even a particular type of thought pattern, the stronger those neural pathways become. On a very real level, you are strengthening the synaptic connections between those neurons and strengthening those neural pathways. And as with any habit, the deeper that it's embedded, the harder it becomes to pull it out. The stronger a habit becomes, the more time and energy and effort it's going to take to uproot that habit. And there's an idea that really illustrates this. It comes from the book, The Little Prince, Le Petit Prince, and it's talking about the story of the baobab tree. So if you've read this book, you might know that particular vignette. You might know this image of the planet that's being consumed by these 3 large baobab trees. And in this story of the baobab trees, the little prince has to walk around the planet and continually uproot these baobab seedlings while they're still small. Because while they're small, these seedlings, they're harmless, they're easy to uproot. But what happens is if they're left unchecked, if you don't pull out these seedlings while they're small, over time they grow to be so big, so enormous, potentially destroying the planet and harder to uproot. And so this is why we need to take very good care to uproot these habits while they're still in their infancy, while they're still small, and before they become so deeply rooted, so deeply ingrained, that they become maybe impossible to uproot. So porn addiction is a lot like that. You know, what starts as a small habit can escalate over time. And that's again because of neuroplasticity and habituation. So the habit becomes more and more automatic. The synaptic connections grow stronger. We end up needing more and more stimulation to achieve the same high. And before it, the baobab tree has grown into this massive thing, and you've gone darker and deeper into this habit. So that is the first reason to quit today, is that the longer you wait, the deeper the roots are going to grow. Reason number 2 to quit your porn habit today is because of the hidden opportunity costs that you might not be seeing. And I want you to take a moment to just stop and think about how many hours over your lifetime you've spent on this habit. Think about it. These hours that you've put into this porn habit could have been invested in something else. Your relationships, your career, a new skill, a passion project. You've probably heard of that 10,000 hour rule. The idea is that it takes about 10,000 hours to become an expert at something. And chances are by now, you might actually have expert level proficiency at watching porn. You might be a world class expert at lust and craving and escapism. Thinking about, would you rather have that time to invest in something else? You could be an expert in entrepreneurship, in music, in literally anything else, some sport that brings you happiness, painting. There's so many things that you could invest your time in that would be better spent. So many times I hear from clients and prospective clients that because of their porn habit, they end up avoiding the social activities and the meaningful pursuits so that they can stay home to watch porn. And let's not forget also about the compounding effect of time. Just like in investing, where we say time in the market is more important than timing the market, the sooner you quit, the sooner you can start investing your time in building the life you really want. So if you're listening to this, take the time to think about what are the hidden opportunity costs that this habit is taking away from. Time with friends, time playing sports, time working on your career, time building your relationships. So many things that you could be investing in rather than into this meaningless and empty pursuit that just provides a moment of pleasure, a moment of distraction, but ends up eating away at the things that would actually bring you happiness. Reason number 3, there is only now. So here's the hard truth. There is only ever now. There's only ever this moment today. The present is literally the only time you can take action. You can never take action tomorrow because tomorrow never comes. Because when it does, it's just another moment of now. So if you are always putting things off until tomorrow, you're getting into the habit of not taking action in the present. And again, it's easy to think that you should wait for the perfect conditions. You should wait for just the right timing, when your work schedule eases up, when something in your relationship gets better. But conditions are never going to be perfect. There's never going to be a big sign in the sky that says, now is the time to make change. Now is the time to quit porn. You can always make excuses to procrastinate on quitting this habit. You can, on the flip side of that, always make the decision to simply get started today. And this applies to recovering from relapses as well. If you've slipped up and you started watching porn again, you can always just keep making this excuse. Oh, I'll start tomorrow. But at some point, you just have to say, no, I need to get back on track today. I need to quit this habit today. So part of self-leadership is about taking action despite the weather, despite the obstacles in your way, despite your own moods. If you want to change, you have to learn how to start now. You have to learn how to take action in the present, not later, not tomorrow, not on New Year's Day. Taking action now is the way forward. Reason number 4 that you should quit your porn habit now is that it is only a matter of time before you get caught. If you are hiding your porn use from your partner, if you're acting out in inappropriate places like at work or in your car or in public restrooms, it is only a matter of time before you get caught. Before you slip up, you forget to delete your browser history, you forget to close a tab and hand your phone to a friend or a stranger, you start watching at work and you get caught. There are so many ways that you can slip up and get caught. And on top of that, the stress and anxiety that comes with keeping this secret, it's exhausting. The amount of fear that you have to walk around with, it's like a huge weight on your shoulders. And eventually you'll slip. it really is just a matter of time. No matter how sneaky you think you're being, no matter how sophisticated you are with watching on incognito mode and all this stuff, it's just a matter of time. And the thing is, even if you think people don't know, chances are people know what you're doing. We tend to think that we're being sneakier than we are, when in reality, people might know but not be saying anything. Is it worth risking your relationship, your career, your reputation? The consequences can be potentially devastating. And when it happens, it's usually too late. So quitting now means taking control of this habit and this behavior before that secret life spirals out into real world consequences. So that is the fourth reason to quit now, is to take control before you slip up. Reason number 5 to quit now, to quit today, is that a better quality of life is waiting for you. So one thing that most people don't realize until they've tried quitting is just the massive improvement in the quality of life you experience on the other side of this thing. You'll have better sex, better intimacy with your partner, better communication, better sense of self-worth. So many things improve when you quit this habit. You have more energy and vitality. There's so many things. You'll be more present and in tune with your own emotions and the emotions of others, more empathic. You become less biased by artificial stimulation, less need for cheap and easy dopamine sources, less irritable, less depressed. You become more decisive. You get more, energy and strength in the gym. And on top of that, possibly the most important thing is you have a renewed sense of integrity. You get to experience something I call the bliss of blamelessness, which is that ability to walk around knowing that you haven't done anything wrong, that you are living an ethical life, that you're living in integrity. You're not acting out of your values. And there's really nothing more fulfilling than living a life of integrity. When you can be proud of who you are and know that you have nothing to hide, when you can look at the man standing in front of you in the mirror and just be proud of that human, there's nothing greater than that. Because it doesn't matter how things go externally. If you have that sense of integrity and self-worth from the inside, it's priceless. It just makes your whole life better. So there you have it, my friends. 5 powerful reasons to quit your porn habit now. Not tomorrow, not next week, and not on January 1st. To quit today. Because trust me, the longer you wait, the harder it gets. And your life will immediately get better when you let go. Even in just making that decision that now I am starting, just the fact of making that decision makes you feel better. So if you've been waiting for some sign, let this be your call to action. If you've been waiting for that sign to drop down from the sky, let this be it. Take that first step today. If you've never tried quitting this before, then I highly recommend signing up for my Unhooked Academy, the community, to get that support and accountability. If you've tried quitting and you find yourself stopping and starting, that's another great reason to get external support and accountability. I would say getting support and accountability is one of the most beneficial things you can do for yourself, because it's just too easy when you're doing this alone, when times get tough, to go back to your old ways. So if you're interested in getting support, you can find all the links to a free discovery call to the Unhooked Academy community in the show notes for this episode. I really do hope you reach out and get that support. We have the community going on, live group coaching calls every week, private community of men who are going through this together. So I really hope you reach out and get connected with us. So that's it for today. I'll catch you guys on the next episode.